2024 BMW X2. The 2024 BMW X2 is a subcompact luxury SUV that injects a dose of excitement into the segment. This second-generation model boasts a more aggressive exterior design, increased interior space, and a bevy of technological features. Available in two trims, the xDrive 28i and the M35i, both come standard with all-wheel drive for confident handling in any weather condition. The X2 starts at a competitive $42,995 for the xDrive 28i trim, while the performance-oriented M35i begins at $52,395. The xDrive 28i packs a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine generating 241 horsepower and 295 pounds-to-foot of torque, propelling it from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a respectable 6.2 seconds. For those seeking exhilarating performance, the M35i boasts a more potent version of the same engine, churning out 312 horsepower and retaining the same torque figure. This translates to a thrilling 0 to 60 miles per hour time of just 4.4 seconds. Both engines are seamlessly paired with a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission for a smooth and responsive driving experience. 2024 Chevrolet Blazer EV. The march to electrification is in full swing, and Chevrolet's Euro TMS EV lineup is growing. The latest model is the 2024 Chevrolet Blazer EV. It will join the smaller Equinox EV, as well as the existing compact Bolt EV and Bolt EV hatchback, which are slated for a brief hiatus after 2023. The Blazer EV is a midsize two-row SUV with a maximum estimated range of 320 miles. Despite its name, this electric SUV is an entirely different model from the current gasoline-powered Chevy Blazer, though styling is similarly sharp and aggressive, with hints of the sporty Camaro. Since many midsize SUVs are available with 3 rows of seating, which can limit legroom and cargo space, we expect a 2-row Blazer to comfortably accommodate backseat passengers with plenty of room for their belongings. At present, the 3-row Kia EV9 is the closest competitor to the Blazer EV. Most other electric SUVs are smaller, but the list of larger models arriving over the next 2 years is growing. The Blazer EV LT and RS trim levels will go on sale first. The performance-focused SS should follow a few months later. There was initially a lower price base First Lieutenant trim, but that model has been removed from the lineup. At present, the 3-row Kia EV9 is the closest competitor to the Blazer EV. Most other electric SUVs are smaller, but the list of larger models arriving over the next 2 years is growing. 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe. One of the more noteworthy changes for the 2024 Santa Fe is the return of the 3rd-row seat, now standard in all trim levels. The Santa Fe is still about 7 inches shorter than the 3-row Palisade, so they should appeal to different buyers. Most SUVs in this class, such as the Chevrolet Blazer and Honda Passport, don't offer a 3rd row. Its Kia Sorento cousin has a 3rd row but is slightly less roomy, and the Volkswagen Tiguan and Mitsubishi Outlander have considerably less legroom. With 2 potent power plants i-Euro including a fuel-efficient hybrid i-Euro and a long list of standard equipment, the 2024 Santa Fe is a strong contender in the very competitive midsize SUV market. The Hyundai Santa Fe is a midsize 3-row SUV that slots between the Hyundai Tucson and Hyundai Palisade in the brand's lineup. Introduced almost 25 years ago, the 2024 Santa Fe enters its 5th generation as one of Hyundai's best-selling models. The Hyundai Santa Fe is a midsize 3-row SUV that slots between the Hyundai Tucson and Hyundai Palisade in the brand's lineup. Introduced almost 25 years ago, the 2024 Santa Fe enters its 5th generation as one of Hyundai's best-selling models. The updated Santa Fe gets a stylish, squared-off design that not only is a significant departure from the previous generation, but also doesn't look like any other model in the lineup. 2024 Kia EV9. For now, the EV9 Euro TMS likeliest competitors will be the smaller Mercedes-Benz EQB, the 3-row version of the Tesla Model Y long range, and the upcoming Hyundai Ioniq 7 and Toyota BZ5X. The latter two are expected to be priced closer to the EV9. The 2024 Kia EV9 is the automaker's latest practical yet sporty electric vehicle. The midsize 3-row crossover is Kia's flagship electric vehicle. Its predecessor, the Kia EV6, has been a big hit. Numbers 7 and 8, expected to be a midsize crossover and a sports sedan, respectively, will follow the EV9. The EV9 represents Kia's Euro TMS bid to meet U.S. demand for big vehicles and, while classed as a midsize, it is big inside. The EV9 measures almost 16.5 feet in length, making it the same size as the non-electric Kia Telluride and Hyundai Palisade 3-row crossovers. but its much longer wheelbase opens up interior space. While the EV9 is almost 2 feet shorter than the full-size Chevrolet Suburban, it offers almost as much first and second row legroom and more second and third row headroom. 2024 Lexus TX. The 2024 Lexus TX 3-row SUV is an all-new model, slotting above the popular midsize RX. The RX offered a 3-row L version for 5 years, but Lexus dropped the RX L after 2022, returning to a 5-passenger-only RX SUV as it prepared for the TX debut. This was a good move, as the RX L, built on the standard RX's wheelbase, had only an additional 6 inches of overall length. That meant the third row was not very spacious, and cargo capacity behind the rear seats was cramped. The all-new Lexus TX solves those issues with a longer wheelbase, which results in a spacious cabin, generous cargo capacity with or without rear passengers, and most importantly, a 2-passenger third-row seat designed for adults. Due in dealer showrooms this fall. The TX will challenge other feature-laden 3-row SUVs, including the slightly smaller Acura MDX, Lincoln Aviator, and Volvo XC90. The MDX doesn't offer a hybrid version, while the TX comes with 3 powertrain options: a turbocharged 4-cylinder for the TX 350 hybrid-powered TX 500 hours, and a TX 550 hours plus plug-in hybrid with an expected all-electric driving range of 33 miles. 2024 Nissan Arya. Depending on which model you select, you can expect at least 205 miles of driving range on a single charge, enough for city-bound drivers. The Venture Plus variant has the longest range, 304 miles, but its slow charge rate might require some planning when taking road trips. That said, it's not oppressively slow and in the best-case scenario would take only 10 or 15 minutes more than some of its rivals. When you consider how rare those quicker DC fast chargers are and how seldom they're operating at capacity, this drawback is far less impactful. The 2024 Nissan Arya is similar in size to the Rogue compact SUV, though the Rogue has slightly more passenger space in some metrics and benefits from a larger cargo capacity. Of course, if you're looking to reduce your carbon footprint and emissions, the Arya is an excellent choice. With this in mind, the 2024 Nissan Arya could easily hold its own against the Hyundai Ioniq 5, Kia EV9, and Ford Mustang Mach-E. Thanks to a significant price drop this year, the Arya is now in line with these competitors' pricing. None of these are eligible for the lucrative tax credits unless you lease them, so we suggest checking all of them out to see which appeals to you the most. 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser. The all-new 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser is smaller than its predecessor, with just 2 rows of seating. It slots into the Toyota SUV lineup above the smaller, less expensive 4Runner and below the larger, 3-row Sequoia. It's also narrower than the original Land Cruiser, allowing it to tackle tighter pathways on rugged terrain. And instead of a thirsty V8 engine, the new Land Cruiser gets a much more efficient 4-cylinder hybrid. The Toyota Land Cruiser is an icon in the automotive world. In its early days, it was a Jeep alternative with minimal amenities and impressive off-road abilities. In the following decades, the Land Cruiser became larger and more luxurious until Toyota halted the 3-row Land Cruiser lineup after the 2021 model. The all-new 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser is smaller than its predecessor, with just 2 rows of seating. It slots into the Toyota SUV lineup above the smaller, less expensive 4Runner and below the larger, 3-row Sequoia. It's also narrower than the original Land Cruiser, allowing it to tackle tighter pathways on rugged terrain. And instead of a thirsty V8 engine, the new Land Cruiser gets a much more efficient 4-cylinder hybrid. This modern Land Cruiser cashes in on the famous nameplate's nostalgia.